Hey guys, welcome back to the Parapublic YouTube channel. Today's video, we're putting the Vortex Rok GP up against the Army X30. Now here in Australia, we do a lot of racing with the 125 engine in tag, and it's highly competitive. But for those new guys, we like to run them in what they call the tag restricted, and it just knocks the power back on these 125 engines just slightly to almost a KA 100 spec lap time. Near enough too. The restrictors were originally designed here to have the parity between the older non-Evo Rotax and the original X30 to compete with the KT100 Yamaha S, the old clanger clubman. It was a great stale wart of racing here in Australia, and these things were the new kids on the block. Fast forward to 2023, and we've got this brand new racing machine, the Vortex Rok GP. It's an awesome piece of engineering, and we want to see how it pairs against the all-conquering Army X30. So let's get into the video. So first things first, we're going to put the Vortex Rok GP up on the dyno, all the auxiliaries, and get it ready to do some dyno testing. So now we've got the Rok GP all up on the dyno, ready to rock and roll. We're going to put it through its paces and record a test. Dyno's winding on right now. Here comes the horsepower, the air-fuel ratio, and that should give us a good baseline to compare to the other engine. So now that we've got the Rok GP test data saved, it's time to change to the X30, and we're going to repeat the test and then compare the results. The X30's on the dyno and we're ready to start dyno testing. Here you can see the power's been wound on, we've got the data recording, air-fuel ratios, and we're ready to do our test compare. Okay, so on the screen we have two engines. One is the X30 with the current 22.7mm restrictor. And that's the red line that you can see here. And then the blue power curve is of the Rok GP with the new style restrictor. And you can see this massive disparity in this peak horsepower, or actually the mid to top end. We've got 15 horsepower on the blue line and 20 horsepower in the red line. I haven't tried this on the track, but I'm going to in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned because we'll probably throw that up on Instagram or TikTok. Now, we did grab a 25.5mm restrictor plate out of a Galaxy and test that on the Rok GP as well. And if I bring that one up, and now we've added the brown line in, which is the Rok GP, but with the bigger restrictor, and it's just the plate. Mind you, it's not the trumpet style from Vortex. It's the one we're going to use in the Galaxy. And you can see how much closer the power is to the X30 through the mid-range. Still down a little bit, but much better. Probably need to do a little bit more on-track testing with the stopwatch and maybe some carburetor settings. But straight out of the box, when we put that restrictor in, so the blue line versus the brown line, that's the two different restrictor plates versus each other for the Rok GP. Almost the same peak power figure, 21.7 versus 21.8. Just made it 2,000 RPMs later, 12,000 RPMs. And with the X30 back on the screen, you can still see there's a little disparity here, but right here we're getting a bit of an overlap. So on track, that would be pretty even. So the dyno results are really interesting. The restrictor that comes shipped with the engine is, I believe, for a junior category where you're racing the Vortex versus themselves up against the current ones, which is the X30 with its 22.7 restrictor and the Rotax Max with its plate style restrictor. Both fantastic engines and very close on track. So we're going to take this Rok GP to the track and do some on-track testing to see how much the variation is in lap times. So stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on those pesky notifications. Hit the like button. It's free. See you in the next video.